We are following some breaking news out of Memphis right now. A county board has just voted to reinstate one of the expelled Democratic lawmakers. Justin Pearson will go back to the Tennessee legislature. Republicans ousted Pearson and his colleague Justin Jones last week for protesting gun violence on the chamber floor. Ahead of all this today, Pearson led hundreds of supporters on a march from the Civil Rights Museum in Memphis to the Shelby County Board of Commissioners meeting. Pearson spoke out about his reinstatement a short time ago.
They didn't know that Justin J. Pearson was only standing with the moral courage of people who he come from. Yeah. Only standing with the moral courage that's built in Memphis, Tennessee. Yeah. Built in Shelby County. Only standing with the moral courage of people. Yeah. You know what it means to be in the fight.
NBC News correspondent Katie Beck has been following all of this, joins us from Memphis. So, Katie, what went down there?
Well, a lot of excitement, Kate, after this vote came down. Hundreds of supporters that, as you said, marched from that Civil Rights Museum here to the plaza were awaiting the decision of the commission, and it was a swift decision. It was the first thing they did when they gavelled in. 7 commissioners voting unanimously to reinstate Pearson. Keep in mind, this is a 13-member commission. There are 4 Republicans who simply did not show up today, and another 2 Democrats who were out of the country. So they had 7. That was a simple majority, just enough to get that reinstatement over the line. After the celebratory moments inside, after they had taken this vote, they heard from the public and they heard from Pearson himself, who is now outside speaking to the crowd about this victory. It is expected that tomorrow he will return to the Tennessee State Capitol and be sworn in on the steps, as Jones was, before heading back into the House chamber, which does have an open session tomorrow. So he will face all of those colleagues, the ones as well who expelled him, tomorrow on the House floor. It'll be pretty interesting to see what that reaction looks like.
Katie, I've wondered if you've been hearing from Republicans at all, because they removed these 2 lawmakers on Friday for a reason. How are they feeling about this reversal? Was this whole thing sort of worth it for Republicans?
I think the Speaker of the House had put out a statement after Jones' reinstatement, just saying that he believed, that to follow the Constitution, to follow the rules, that if these municipalities voted them back and reinstated them, that he would honor the rules and the systems that were in place. So I do think there has been some acknowledgement, but in terms of sort of weighing in on whether or not that was a worthy endeavor, I think they're sticking to their guns, that this was an issue of breaking rules, breaking decorum, and they needed to be taking action on that.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.